Dear gentle viewers, hi, I'm your host Reena and welcome back to Archival Diaries. As you know that I always enjoy your company. So here we share our thoughts and I always feel content by making this video because I'm not only improving my English communication skills over here, but I also inspire you to speak in English as much as you can. However, I've always been thinking about these things that how you could start speaking in English. And for these things, I have always been trying to do the best so that you can start speaking in English. So let's share my yesterday dinner. Today, I wanted to share with you that yesterday I made pasta and how I made that. I'm going to share the recipe of that. Means I'm going to speak everything in English that how I made pasta. So firstly, I turned on the flame and heated the vessel. After that, I added oil in that and threw in some cumin seeds and minced garlic. After sizzling, I have added chopped onion. I sauteed them for about 2 minutes until they got golden brown. Then I added chopped tomato. I cooked everything for few minutes and give them a stir. After that I added all the blend masalas like turmeric, salt, green chili, red chili and garam masala. After mixing all of them I simmered the gas and then I added boiled pasta and boiled vegetables like potato, peas, and beans. I mixed them properly and cooked for about 5 to 6 minutes on low flame. And then I tasted my pasta and I felt lack of salt, so I added some salt again and simmered the gas for 2 minutes. After that, I just turned off the flame. So, this is how I made pasta yesterday night. Now, you have seen this that I was thinking in my mind that how I made pasta yesterday night, and at the same time, I am explaining myself that how I made pasta yesterday night. I was focusing on grammar, I was focusing on order that how I made pasta. Like, firstly, I turned on the flame, then I added oil, then I threw in minced garlic and cumin seeds, right? Then, after sizzling, I added onion, tomato, etc. etc. So I was facing difficulty in explaining myself. This is because of lack of practice. The more you practice, the more you come to know that how you can explain yourself easily. You know what? The thing is this, we know all the grammar, we know the vocabulary, we know the sentence structure, but even then, we are facing difficulty in explaining ourselves because we are not habitual of speaking in English. So, once you started speaking in English, whether it is anything, whether you are talking about any topic, doesn't matter on what topic you are talking. But the thing is, you need to talk. You need to talk in English. Like I have explained myself that how I made pasta yesterday night. I was facing difficulty. I It was not because lack of knowledge, lack of vocabulary, lack of sentence formation. It was because lack of practice. Once I tell all these things to different persons, okay, means repetition. When I do repetition again and again, then my subconscious mind will get everything, whatever it needs to speak in fluent way. And after that, when I'm going to speak about the same thing, then I become fluent in that. This is the thing that fluency come by repetition, by practicing. So practice on each topic again and again and speak about that topic with everyone so that your subconscious mind grab everything. And when you are going to speak, you no longer feel lack of fluency. This is the thing that is happening with us. We know everything, but we still facing difficulty while speaking because lack of practice. The more you practice, the more you speak, the more you will be able to be fluent in English. So I just wanted to make you clear this thing through explaining myself. When I started speaking in English, it was very difficult. I was thinking that I should be perfect while explaining you that how I made pasta yesterday night, right? And I faced a difficulty. I know this thing because I was thinking that how I made pasta, I have to use past tense, and at the same time, I need to take care of order that what I added first, then second, and then what I added third, like this. So these things happens, but these things can be avoided if you are going to practice again and again, right? So this is how you can improve your English communication skills, how you can build fluency. You just need to do practice. And I always tell you that speak with ChatGPT, speak with anyone so that you can improve your fluency. And do you know what I realize? I realize that when you listen to something, like you are listening to an English content, and when you start listening it, then it might be happen that you are not able to get everything whatever that going on in the audio podcast, right? You're paying attention, but the things are sometimes like we just feel like I didn't get everything whatever has been said in that particular audio. This is because we are not so habitual of listening, and if you want to get everything that has been said in the audio podcast, then you can do one thing. What I observed when I started listening, I thought of this thing that before starting listening, what you can do, you can just talk with Chat GPT. Like, suppose, no, what you need to do is you need to read a book or any content, whatever you like, that you can understand in a better way, right? After reading that particular book, you need to talk about those things with ChatGPT. You need to represent yourself so that ChatGPT can provide you with refined version. Okay, and once the chat GPT is going to provide you refined version, you need to write it down. Make your own script. And after making your own script, record that script in your own voice. And when you are going to record yourself, when you are going to make audio podcast of your voice, then what you need to do is you need to listen to that audio podcast. And when you will listen to your own audio podcast, then you will come to know that you are understanding each and everything. Why this happened with you? Because you have made that audio podcast by yourself. Firstly, you read a book, and then you represent your thoughts to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT provided you the refined version, and then you write it down on in your notebook. Okay, and when you wrote that, then you came to know all the necessary words and sentence formation, and you aware of everything that what you have written, right? And when you are going to make audio podcast, then once again you are going to practice of English, right? So you already know everything, and when you are going to listen that audio podcast again and again, then it will create fluency. When you listen to audio podcast, then you are going to understand everything, and once you start getting everything, then it will be no longer like you are not able to understand other audio podcast as well. So try to do these things first so that you can aware of everything, so that you can get to know everything that has been said in the audio. If you are going to make your own audio podcast and you listen to that audio podcast, then it will improve your fluency very soon. And if you do not want to do a lot of things like reading books, then talking with chat gpt, then create your own version of audio podcast and then listen to it, so that is fine. But if you do that, then it will be more effective, because I did all of these things and I found that I have been improving too much. And now I'm able to understand other audio podcasts as well. Whenever I do any household chores, I just put on my headphone and I just listen to audio podcast, and I'm able to get everything whatever has been said in the audio podcast. So if you want the same thing, then you will have to do this. Or otherwise, it's okay if you do not wish to do all these things, all this hard work. Uh, then you can just listen to any audio podcast, whatever you like, whatever you can understand in a better way. However, I also made 100 audio podcasts in which I have included daily English conversation. You can listen to those audio podcasts as well, and they are not so lengthy. They are just 4 to 5 minutes or maximum 7 minutes. It will not going to take your much time, so you can listen to them also. And please let me know if you need any kind of help from me. I will definitely going to help you, because I'm here for helping you, for adding value into your life, sometimes by improving your English communication skills, sometimes by inspiring you that how you can be consistent with your journey, how you can take inspiration from me that how hard it was for me to speak in English, but somehow I get it done. And whatever I did in my journey, whatever struggles I've faced, I always mention all these things in my this video podcast. So I really want you to speak fluent English, and I always think of that one day we all will be fluent. However, it's not like that. You do not need to learn. You need to learn every time, because learning never ends. You just need to love this language. The more you love, the more you engaging yourself with this language, the more it will become easy and you can be fluent easily. And I think it's been 15 minutes. So I think I should call it a day. Otherwise, you are going to feel that I'm talking too much and it's boring and kind of things. I do not want to make you bored. So let's call it a day and have a nice journey for your spoken English. And let me know if you need any kind of help from me. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. If you like my videos, then please share it with your loved ones or who wants to increase their fluency in spoken English. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.